octane. Where are we going?
That way.
That way, huh?
It looks like, I know you said we're headed to, I think like the north rim of the Grand Canyon, or at least somewhere close to it, but it really looks like we're going to Noah's Ark to make sure that we don't deal with this flood.
Make sure we have 2 zebras and 2 giraffes.
Yeah, I mean we got 2 rednecks from different sides of the country. Yeah, trying to go to the Ark. Lots and lots of rain all around.
On the windshield, there's a little bit of evidence.
Yeah. With a manual wiper, we had to do that. Oh.
Hey, at least there's the windshield.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not complaining at all. Okay, maybe a little bit.
A little bit,
Yeah,
you're
maybe
complaining.
A little bit. You know, I kind of wish that I could roll up the windows right now and just no wind. Waiting for the sun to come out and warm up just a little bit.
What are we in?
My first ride in the Yamaha RMAX, which is, I mean, I think it's pretty smooth. Riding pretty smooth at, where are we at? About 55 miles an hour. It's definitely smoother than my dually on this road at 55 miles an hour.
Well, I've also done a little, this thing has Fox IQS, so I can do soft, medium, firm, which is nice. We're in comfort mode right now, which is soft. But I've also got shock therapy, springs and valving, which I did trail spec. So this is a trail vehicle. I want it nice and plush.
Yeah, I mean, it's comfy, got plenty of leg room, seats, you know, pretty good quality seats. Would have liked to have maybe had a little bit more lean back position in the seat, just a little. Definitely feel like, you know, like a 5'2", 80-year-old lady driving to the grocery store right now. You know, kind of pushed me a little too far forward. But overall, I mean, the ride's pretty decent. Where's that at?
The schoolhouse is right up there.
Okay, right behind this giant
That's the tractor. The tractor's, he's pulling over for us. Look at that.
He gonna let us know? Last one? Oh no, he's actually, that's where he's working. He's dropping his pipe.
Did he drop it on purpose?
I think so.
I think it just fell.
Oh.
He's like probably mad at us.
Well,
now.
I mean, no, I think he's laying it out. Yeah.
Trumbull Schoolhouse.
Well, we got a little bit of sun cracking over to the right on the plateau, or is that a butte? Would that be considered a butte?
Sure.
I
don't know. Mesa?
Mesa?
I think mesas are flat tops.
And a butte is spiky?
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah. Schoolhouse.
50 miles in from River Road in St. George.
We have,
yeah, this is bar 10.
What is this right here? Is that the hole? They put you in the hole?
No, that's the shitter over there.
Oh.
Knew I brought Uptane for something. Gate bitch.
All right, guys, we've pretty much dodged the storm so far. Fingers crossed. We are 50 miles in. This is Mount Trumbull Schoolhouse. Cruising along just great. Used 4 gallons of gas, right about there. So that's good. More than 10 miles to the gallon, which is what I need. So this is an old schoolhouse. I'll show you inside real quick. Are you the schoolmaster?
Master educator.
Oh, wow. All right, Here is the old school. You get to go in. They rebuilt this thing. Burned down in 2000. They redid the whole thing.
Cool road. It's like we dropped down into this canyon right back over here.
Strange placing of a gate.
Yeah. Doesn't seem like a spot for a gate.
Yeah. Hey, John, if you look over to the right at about a 60-degree angle, there's some rocks over there. Check out them rocks.
Are they special rocks?
They're like carved out rocks. Somewhere way back when, maybe 12,000 years ago, when the Egyptians roamed the earth, I think they may have carved these out and used the spaceship to get them to Egypt to build the pyramids. This is definitely pyramid rocks.
Pyramid rock.
Yeah, this is pyramid rocks.
All right. Wow, that's a cool view down that way.
There's a fallen rock.
Just one?
Yeah, it was one. Now it's a whole bunch. It broke into a bunch of little small rocks. That's more than wheat rocks. What always impresses me when I go to places like this is to know that this road didn't exist. Somebody came out here on a piece of equipment with this, giant slope. Came out here with like an excavator or I don't know, it may have been 100 men with shovels and picks, I don't know, but somebody cut this road in the side of this mountain. Crazy.
Probably for gold or silver or something.
This is a long, rough road. We're probably 35 miles in from Mount Trumbull, and it's slow going. It's gonna be interesting. See what time we get out there. It's already afternoon, and we started at 8.
Got to do a little rock crawling here, Uptane.
Yeah, wasn't expecting that today. Thought we were going to be, 100 plus miles of just gravel roads, but this is some of that pre-gravel right here.
Pre-gravel.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what gravel looks like before it's gravel. It's just rocks, big rocks. Yeah.
Actually shifted to low for that, Uptane.
That looks like a good campsite right there.
I can see the river.
That crack's not bad at all, John.
Well, I'm not going over there. I'm scared.
Okay, we made it to the end. Ooh, oh, that's kind of scary. That's heading south. It was 100 miles. Last 30 or 40 were pretty rough. From Mount Trumbull School to here was easily 3 hours and then 40 something miles. So I don't know what this is actually called. The most prominent thing around here is right over there. That's called Molly's Nipple. And Dancil Canyon is around here somewhere, and also Copper Canyon. But I don't know what this point is called. But it's a pretty cool spot. All right, guys, back from our trip to the north rim of the Grand Canyon. Total of 198 miles. So it was just about 99 miles each way. 50 miles from St. George at River Road into Mount Trumbull School, and then another 48, 49 into the north rim of the Grand Canyon. And the last 30 miles was real rough and slow going. It took us 11 hours total to get there and back, so we were burning daylight to do the whole trip in a day. I would recommend probably doing a camping trip if I was going to do it again. So with that many miles, had to bring fuel with us. I brought 10 gallons, and I didn't have a ton of experience with long distance with my RMAX 4, so this was a good test to see how far I could go. I made it the entire way, and again, there was some rough going, 30 miles of that, slow, sometimes in low range, and then from Mount Trumbull School out, 50 miles, we were doing, anywhere between 50 and 65 miles on a graded dirt road. So a good mix. I used a little over 7 gallons for that 98 miles. So that's pretty good. A little over 13 miles to the gallon. And that gives us a fairly good range. But one thing I want to do is figure out how to set this thing up a little bit better so I can carry camping gear, extra fuel, all that kind of stuff. So what I'm looking at doing, I've taken the rear seats out of this just to kind of look, and I brought this over to UTV Pros here in Hurricane, Utah, and they're going to look at building a rack system that bolts down on each side. The driver's side has these racks here, so that'll be a little bit easier. It's already standing off of everything, so pretty easy to build a rack here that you could mount tools, pack out whatever, fuel, ice chest, anything in there. So I think that'll make it a lot more into adventure rig that I'm looking to do with this RMAX 4. I don't really carry 4 people that much. I want it to be able to have all my gear and everything for these overnight type trips and camping and everything. Back seat for storage area, front seat for people. Real quick review for you on what I've done to this rig so far. I'm running 32-inch Valor Tango tires on Valor wheels. They're non-beadlocks. I am carrying a spare back there, but these are I'm pretty impressed with these tires. You know, and the type of terrain we're in. I smashed a rock with this tire. I thought I was getting a pinch flat for sure, and nothing. Performed great. Pretty happy with those so far. The other thing that was real nice, I've got shock therapy dual rate spring kit and trail spec valving on these shocks, and what that does is make it more plush. I'm not carrying 4 people, and the shock package from the factory is designed for 4 people, so we softened it up and made it so it's a real plush ride for most of the time. One thing that is nice on this limited model is it does have Fox IQS, so I can switch in the cab from, you know, soft, which they call comfort, medium to firm right in the cab, so that makes it real versatile. Love that feature. For storage, we've got a couple Yamaha accessories. Spare tire carrier is mounted back here with another Valor tire. This box is huge. You can fit all kinds of stuff back in here, which is nice. Inside the cab, I've got rugged radios set up. Radio here. Intercom is a remote head unit, so I've got the intercom stashed behind the dash, and this is the remote head unit. This just turns it on and off, so passenger and driver can talk, and we can talk to other cars in our group. I do live in Utah, so I've got this RMAX 4 registered as street legal, and we've got a Switchworks street legal kit that gives me the blinkers, horn, hazards, so that makes it so I can jump on and off of the street to get to a different trail pretty easily. One last thing we've done to the RMAX 4 is a Weller Racing clutch kit. 2 things we did on that. One, it compensates for the larger tires I'm running. These are 32, stock is 30, so it compensates for that. The second thing is it is designed to lower the RPMs at cruising range, so it drops the noise down a little bit, still gives you all the power you need up in the higher speed ranges, but drops that RPM down, which makes it a little bit nicer if you're cruising at higher speeds, and it doesn't do anything to the low range power you've got, you know, right off the off idle.